Hi, and thank you so much for watching The Life of Divine Favor. Today, we will have Georgette Jackson from Divine Rest and also the author of Inspirations in the Morning. This is her brand new book that just came out, and we'll be talking with her today on our show. So, get ready for a wonderful show.
It's the life.
Divine Favor. Divine Favor. Divine Favor.
It's the life.
Divine Favor. Yeah. Divine Favor in the house. Hello and welcome to the Life of Divine Favor TV show. I'm your host, Divine Favor, and today with me I have Miss Georgette Jackson. She is the founder and owner of Divine Rest, and she also is a brand new author, and we'll be talking about her book in a little while. But first, we'll like to meet Miss Jackson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Finally,
Yes,
I've been trying to get Miss Jackson on the show for over a year, and
That's right.
it was either her or me or both, and then COVID, it was just
Yes.
like crazy. As you all know, we went through a horrible year last year, and so finally, as Miss Jackson said, Miss Georgette, I should say,
Yes.
as she said before, if the Lord wants this to occur and happen,
Yes.
it will happen at
That's
the
right.
time He wants. So it is now the time to have her on the show. I'm so very excited to have you today.
Thank you.
And I'd like to get you to tell us a little bit about you as a person, like where you grew up and, all of those little things. And then we'll get into the Divine Rest and your book.
Okay. Well, like she said, I'm Georgette Jackson, and I was born and raised right here in Savannah, Georgia,
All right.
on Staley Avenue,
Okay.
and raised by a single mom.
Okay.
Yeah, just me and my two sisters. I'm the oldest.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And went to school at Windsor Forest High School. That's where I graduated from.
Forest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And did 1 year at South College.
Okay.
It was Drones at the time. Did,
I didn't know it was another name.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's another name, and
Okay.
it was off of East Park Avenue
Okay.
at the time. So yeah, many moons ago.
Okay.
Telling my age
You taught
now.
me something. I didn't know that. I didn't know South University had another
Yeah,
name.
had another name. It was
Okay,
Drones.
cool.
Mhm.
I learned
Yeah,
something
did 1
today.
year there in business administration.
I did that
Yeah.
too. I
Did
have a
you?
degree in business
Yeah,
administration.
yeah, I didn't finish, but
University of Maryland.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. That's where I'm from, the DC
Yeah.
area. So of course I went to Maryland and graduated from there. So wow, that's really exciting. I'm glad we have that in common.
Yeah.
Business administration. Yeah, women of business,
That's
black
right.
women of
That's
business.
right.
That's right. See that, Savannah? See, we all over the area here in Savannah.
Yes.
It's a lot of us here that are connected in business in the Savannah area. We are business sisters per
That's
se. So anyhow, tell us a little bit about you. I know you have a love for people. I
Yes.
can see that.
Yes.
Truly is all over you. You have this great, gracious presence about you, and so I just love it. I just love it because you're so humble and you have so much to offer, and you do it so well. And I mean, it just flows so smoothly. There's no big you, little I, and I just really love that about you. So I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to say that to you
Thank
for the
you.
world and everybody out there in TV land to hear. So I know you are a mom and a grandma, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm actually the mother of 3 children.
Yes.
But they all have gone on to be with the Lord.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh yes, I did forget about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
I know what it's like. I've only
Yeah.
buried one child, but
Mhm.
just to bury one child is
It's
hurtful. So I know
Yes.
it's a process.
It is.
No one has the right to tell us when to grieve
That's
and
right.
how long to grieve.
That's right.
And and so God bless you. You are
Thank
still a diamond in the rough, even in the midst of everything that has gone on in our lives. You stand out, so that's great. And I know you have grandbabies.
Oh
Right?
yes, I have 5 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I call them my 5 heartbeats.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. I love the 5
Yeah.
heartbeats. That's
Mhm.
real cool.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 3 grandsons and 2 granddaughters.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I sort of bypassed you. I have 9.
Oh
I
wow.
have 7 grandsons and 2 granddaughters.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking for in the future. Y'all hear that? In
Yeah,
the
future.
future, because I had 4 grandbabies in the pandemic in 2020.
Oh my.
So part of the 9, 4 of them came all last year. I said,
Yeah.
somebody's not social distancing.
Yeah, that's right.
You're supposed to be social distancing, not
Right.
So, but I am blessed to have them.
Oh,
But
that's
the
awesome.
7 boys have overwhelmed me. They're just full of love. And the youngest one, Makai, he lives here with me, so I get to
Oh.
love on him every day.
That's awesome.
And everything. So that's great. The
Yes.
5 heartbeats. I like that.
Heartbeats, yes.
I like that. So now that we've heard about Georgette, let's talk about divine rest and
Yes.
when you came up with that and why.
Yes. Well, yes, divine rest is my baby.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually a dream that I had. Because how it came about was that one day I was came home from work,
Mhm.
and when I came home from work and I turned the television on to watch the news,
Mhm.
and there was a story about a home, a women's shelter that had just shut down, and it shut down, and the women didn't have anywhere to go. The lady she lost the home,
Mhm.
and so everything happened so fast, and so the ladies just had to just get out, pack their little stuff and get out,
Wow. Oh.
and it just broke my heart.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've always had a love for people and always cared about the homeless. But that day, something different happened
Yeah.
to me. And I just fell to my knees and I just started crying
Mm.
and sobbing bitterly. So I'm like, oh my gosh, just what are these women going to do?
Wow.
And then that night is when I had a dream, when God showed me in a dream.
Mm.
And he said, divine rest.
Mm.
And he said, I'm going to usher you into divine rest.
All right.
And he said, once I usher you into that divine rest, I want you to help other women come into my rest.
All right.
And I saw all in the dream that I was going to open a home for single homeless women without children.
Okay.
Because there's a big need for that. Because the single homeless women without children kind of fall between the cracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have the home for the women with substance abuse. You have a place for women with that have been physically abused, and you have it for women that have children.
Mhm.
But then it's that small group of women
Right.
that are just by themselves that need a place. And then the scripture I saw in the dream was Matthew 11:28.
Okay.
It just come to me, all you that labor and a heavy burden, and I will give you rest.
Yes.
So that became our foundation scripture.
Mhm.
So that's how divine rest came about.
Wow.
And then he told me, he said, when you go, he said, take bottled water.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, like, just bottled water? These are homeless people, they need more than that.
Yeah.
But he said bottled water. And I didn't understand the significance of bottled water. But then as we took it to them, we saw that, when you think about it, it's such a valuable commodity.
Yes.
Because we take a sip of the bottled water and we throw it away and think nothing of it. We don't drink all of it. But to them, they don't have easy access to water, to clean water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so when we took that water to them, it was like giving them $1 million.
Wow.
They were so pleased.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And so you started that how many years ago?
This was in 2008 when I
Wow,
had this
it's been a
dream.
long time.
Yeah, 13 years, I think.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I started recognizing you with Divine Rest maybe 4 years ago
Mhm.
or so.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away at what
Yeah.
you were able to accomplish and how the community comes together with
Yes.
just a request or just a word.
Yeah, right.
And this is something that we need, especially in
Mhm.
Savannah, and I know
Oh
that
my
our
gosh.
we have quite a few homeless camps. and I've had the opportunity. In fact, I've rode past it probably every day on President Street.
Oh yeah.
In that area, and then I know there's a couple more. I just can't think of the
35
area.
35 camps in Chatham County.
Wow.
35 homeless camps.
My goodness. And so that is something that we really, as a city, and as a county, need to address ways to help not just homeless men or women, but families. There are whole families, and there are families that are actually staying in motels.
That's right.
The ones that do have some income, and it's pretty much sucking up all their income because just to put a roof over their head and be able to have a place to keep yourself clean and to rest and those things. And actually, that's always been a desire in my heart. That I said, when I have the opportunity and I come across the proper funding, I would want to take care of the homeless in the area. It just I don't know, I guess I know what it's like to have been displaced, not homeless laying in the street in the dirt, but just not having a place or losing my place of residence, whether it was because of job or money or family or something or another. I went through being displaced several times in my life, and God saw fit for me to get up. And I mean, just coming from that to where I am now, I mean, I feel extremely blessed, and I feel like we should pass that blessing on to others, and that's why I love your organization and what you're doing. I really wanted to come out to the camp areas with you to show everybody, but we'll do that at a later time and bring it back so that they can actually see and maybe they can see where they can help. But we're gonna put some information out there with the show when it airs to let them know how to get to you and how they. And we're back with Miss Jackson, and now we're going to talk about inspirations of the morning. In the morning. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The line favorite can't read. No, I'm just joking. Inspirations in the morning when joy comes. I love the title. I mean, that is awesome. I mean, because, and this is dealing with grief. Yes, I love it. I really love it. This is the front cover, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And of course, the back of the book. There was was that your first book release? Was last week or?
Well, actually, this is my third book.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my third book.
Wow, this is her third book. Okay.
Yes, and it came out August of last year.
Oh,
but because of COVID, I wasn't able to do any book signings, so I had my book signing.
Last weekend,
Last weekend, yes.
Yes,
Roots.
Yes, and that's in Pooler.
In Pooler at Tanger Outlets.
Yes. Okay. Well, congratulations on the book, and I'm so very proud of you. I didn't know you had 3 books. I thought this was the first one, so you go ahead with your bad self. That is awesome. So you guys can pick this up. Where can they get the book?
They can actually get it from my website, which is www.georgettejackson.
So, as you told us where to get the book from, are you on anything like Amazon? Or
I am on Amazon. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, on Amazon.
Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna get the links and put them with the show so that everybody can choose where they want to purchase the book from. Tell us about the book.
Well, Inspiration in the Morning is actually my journey, and so unlike the previous books, I tell a little bit about myself. And how Georgette came about, how I came to be who I am today. What made me into what I am today. So I start with how I grew up and, how my children came about, their father and all of that. Yeah.
Great. I can't wait to read the book. As you know, I'm a big book reader, and I have 2 books that should be coming out soon. I've been trying to get that one book out for years, and I have a thing with going back, rewriting, taking out, rewriting. That's what's taking so long. But that's because I didn't feel like it was time and right yet, and I just felt like last year I thought it was time, but I guess it wasn't time. So whenever it's time, it will come out. It will come out. So you guys, this is the book again. Miss Georgette Jackson. So as you can see, she's a very busy young lady. She has the book, she has the homeless, and I'm sure
podcast.
And the podcast. That's right. she has a podcast. She
Yeah.
sure does, because I have listened in on a couple of times to the podcast. So as I said, she's a very busy young lady. So you guys follow Miss Georgette Jackson, follow Divine Rest, and please support and purchase the book. And thank you so much for being on the show. It was wonderful having you, and we will be having you back as we reach out and try to, do some things with the homeless in the area. Savannah, Georgia, Georgette Jackson, author, business owner, podcast founder, everything. I mean, she has so many hats, guys. So just pick one and follow her. We appreciate you being on the show. Thank you so much for being on the Life of Divine favorite TV show. God bless you.